today's video, I'm going to talk about my favorite cloud backup solution. This cloud backup solution also happens to be the one that I believe is the best. Now you might ask, why are you talking about cloud backup solutions? That is not a topic you typically talk about. And you would be correct, but the reason I'm talking about cloud backup solutions today, I had a friend that unfortunately lost some data that could have easily been prevented had that friend had a cloud backup solution. And that reminded me how many people still do not have a cloud backup solution. So today I'm going to tell you about my favorite one that I consider the best. And there'll also be a link in the description below that if you click on that, you will save a massive 90% off for your first year. Now sure, you might think I'm biased since I have used this same cloud backup solution for the last 10 years. But I'm not the only one that thinks it's the best. Numerous major publications have awarded this cloud backup solution with their top award several years in a row. And if you don't currently have a cloud backup solution, I highly recommend getting one. For a small cost per year, you can have all of your documents, irreplaceable photos and videos, including those of once-in-a-lifetime memories backed up in a single safe cloud storage location. With cloud storage, you are safe from hardware failure, natural disasters, or hardware theft or loss. Of course, it's a great idea to back up all your files locally on some type of external hard drive, but external hard drives fail sometimes too. And if your external hard drive fails and you don't have the data on your other device, or if that other device gets lost, you lose your data. And that is sad, tragic, and unfortunate. And I don't want that to happen to you or anybody else. If you've ever had the unfortunate experience of losing data before, then you know that terrible sinking feeling. I've had the unfortunate experience a few times, but that was more than 10 years ago, before I discovered this great cloud backup solution. Since then, I've had no data loss, not once. All of my devices could have drive failure today, and my external drive could fail, and my data would still be there in the cloud, ready to restore to my new device. If you already have a cloud backup solution and you're happy with it, great. But if you're not happy with it and you're wanting to shop around, I think you'll definitely be interested in what I have to say today. Now, before we dive in, it is important that I tell you up front that I am not sponsored by this company today. This company is not in any way promoting or sponsoring this video. But if you do click the link in the description below, you will receive 90% off for your first year, and I will receive a small commission. And yes, you heard me right, 90% off for your first year. It is extremely rare that companies offer that type of discount, but I truly appreciate this company for doing so for any new customers. All right, so let's talk about this cloud backup solution that I've used for more than 10 years. This company is iDrive, and iDrive is jam-packed with features that make it well worth the cost. In fact, there are far too many features for me to detail in today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to go over the 5 or 6 features that I consider most useful to most people. These are features that I believe make iDrive the best value and make iDrive stand out from the many competitors in the cloud backup solution market. Now, I won't be going through how to use these features today because iDrive does have really good tutorials on their website. These tutorials have a couple steps, and there's often videos showing you step-by-step how to use these features. So if you do sign up with iDrive, you have a lot of great documentation to look forward to. And iDrive does also have an excellent customer service team. Anytime I've needed some assistance early on, I was able to reach out to them, and they were promptly able to help me with very professional and knowledgeable technicians. First of all, let's start with the cost of iDrive. For personal use, iDrive does offer 2 different paid plans. The first plan is the 5 terabyte plan, which costs $79.50 per year. And what that includes is you can have one user with unlimited devices. If you do sign up with my link below, your first year will cost a mere $7.95. And you will have full access to all the features. And then if you do decide to renew for the second year, your cost will then go up to the normal $79.50. Now for most people, that massive 5 terabytes of storage is plenty. But if you do find yourself needing more storage, iDrive does also offer a whopping 10 terabyte plan. And the 10 terabyte plan only costs a little bit more than the 5 terabyte. With the 10 terabyte plan, you will pay $99.50 per year, and that will offer you the same one user unlimited devices. Next, let's talk about what unlimited means. A lot of companies use that word unlimited, but it doesn't always mean unlimited. Sometimes there's that fine print that clarifies that unlimited actually means something else. In this case, iDrive does mean unlimited. You can have as many devices as you want, as long as the combined storage of those does not go over the storage total that you're paying for. And a great aspect of iDrive is it will run on Windows, macOS, Linux, as well as iOS and Android mobile devices. Unlimited allows you to use an unlimited number of any of those device types, in any type of combination with each other to add up to your storage total. Now I can tell you even 5 terabytes of data is a lot. I currently have 2 Windows devices, 1 Mac OS device, and 1 iOS device that back up to iDrive. So that's 4 different devices. I am on the 10 terabyte plan. I back up a lot of my photo and video content because a lot of that is priceless and irreplaceable. So I am on that 10 terabyte plan, but I used to be on the 5 terabyte until this past year when I did have to upgrade as I was getting awfully close to that 5 terabytes. But for the first 9 years, I was on the 5 terabyte plan, and that was quite sufficient. And something else that's great to note is your data from each of those devices is backed up to your account within a different container. So in other words, the data from your Windows device is not going to mix in with the data from your Mac OS device, and the data from your mobile device is not going to mix in with the other devices either. Each data backup is going to have its own separate folder and container so that you know what data has come from each device. And the great thing is with the iDrive app, you can access that data from all of the different devices on your account from any one of those devices. So if you connect to your Windows device and let's say you want to grab a file from your Mac device, all you have to do is go into the iDrive client or a web browser and navigate to the folder from your Mac OS device. You can then access any of the files backed up from your Mac on that Windows computer. It's super convenient and I love that. So let's dig into those 5 or 6 features that I believe make iDrive the best value cloud backup solution. The first feature is a feature known as iDrive Express. iDrive Express is an incredible feature that starts you off strong with your backup. iDrive will ship you an empty hard drive that you can put all of your files on and you can then ship it back to them. iDrive will then upload that entire drive of data to your cloud backup. This is especially useful if you have a slower internet connection or if you have limited data on your internet plan. Uploading data, especially if you have an initial huge bunch of data, such as a couple terabytes, can take a really long time. So this is a great feature, and iDrive makes it simple and easy to use. It's also free. Once you sign up for iDrive, you go to the iDrive website, you fill out this form, and you give iDrive an estimated total of how much data you have. Once you've gotten that total, iDrive will ship you a drive that's big enough for you to put your data on it. You'll then drag and drop all of your data onto the drive, and you'll put it back in the box with the prepaid return label. You'll then send it back to iDrive and they'll upload your data. iDrive covers all the cost of shipping too, and you can do this up to 1 time per year for free. Another incredible feature about iDrive is file sync. File sync allows you to sync all of your files to make them available on other computers. This is essentially the equivalent of taking a flash drive with you everywhere. The best part is you don't have that flash drive, so you're not going to lose the data. The data's in the cloud. You're just accessing it from any device that you have the iDrive client running on or via a web browser. This feature also allows you to share these files with anybody, even if they don't have iDrive, and it allows you to control the permissions on those files. And the great part about this is this does not count against your storage quota. So you could have 4 terabytes of storage and you could have all 4 terabytes of that storage synced, and it would not add up to 8 terabytes. It would still just be 4 terabytes. Another great feature of iDrive is what's called Snapshots and Versioning. This feature helps protect you from data loss in case any of your devices happen to get a virus or encrypted ransomware. If you haven't heard about ransomware, it's something that's becoming increasingly problematic. Ransomware is where a malicious software gets installed on your computer and it encrypts all of your files. The malicious person or persons that ran that file on your computer are then going to ask for money in return for decrypting your files. Well, with the snapshots and versioning, you don't have to worry about that. You can easily go back to a date and time prior to when you got that infection, and you can restore all of your data. You also will not be paying a ransom to anybody that created that malicious software. They are not going to get a single penny for that. Just like with the file syncing, the snapshots and versioning also does not count against your storage quota. Another great feature of iDrive is their security and privacy. Now, iDrive does encrypt your data with 256-bit AES encryption when you're transferring and storing the data on their servers. But iDrive also allows you to take it a step further. You can create your own encryption key that is not stored on the iDrive servers and that iDrive does not know. It would be a key that only you know. And what this means is any of your data on iDrive that's encrypted behind that key, only you can access with the key. iDrive cannot see or access that data. So this is an extra layer of privacy if you feel better about doing that. I think a lot of people like to do this if they have like any sensitive financial or personal data on there. That extra level of security is nice for peace of mind. But if you do decide to encrypt your data with your own key, do keep in mind that if you forget that key, iDrive will not be able to help you. You would unfortunately not be able to access your data again without that key. So if you do set up a key to encrypt your own data, do make sure you remember that key and that you don't forget it. iDrive does also have the mobile app that I mentioned, and that app has a lot of great features. You can run it on your phone, and you can back up contacts, calendar events, photos, and videos on iOS. On Android, you can back up all of those items, but you can also back up SMS messages and call logs. iDrive has recently released a mobile app that is separate from this plan. It's specifically focused on organizing and backing up all of your photos and videos. And the important aspect of that separate app is it offers unlimited backup storage at full resolution. So with this app, it costs just $9.95 a year, and your first year costs 99 cents. This app is a big competitor with some of the other big tech companies that offer photo and video backup solutions. For $9.95 a year for unlimited storage, I consider it worth it, so I prefer to use that app for my photos and videos, especially the unlimited aspect. It doesn't count against my 5 terabytes of storage, and I can kind of keep those separate from my phone. And additional features of this app allow you to restore those photos or videos to your mobile device or any other device. It also makes it really easy to share those photos and videos with anybody you want to, and you can control the permissions on those and who can see them. And this add-on app does offer a lot for the money, especially that unlimited storage aspect, and $9.95 for that, including the timeline features where you can keep track of each date you created that photo or video, is an incredible value. So to conclude, I highly recommend that everybody have a cloud backup solution. It's a highly affordable way to ensure that all of those important, priceless, irreplaceable, once-in-a-lifetime memories or documents are backed up in a safe place where they're not susceptible to hardware damage, hardware failure, device theft, loss, or natural disaster. I consider iDrive the best cloud backup solution, and I've used them for more than 10 years and been super happy and satisfied. During those 10 years, I have tested out some other data backup solutions, but I haven't found any of them to offer what iDrive offers for the price and feature set. So if you're not sure and you would like to try out iDrive, I definitely encourage you to click on that link below and get that 90% discount. For $7.95 for your first year on the 5 terabyte plan, I consider that virtually a risk-free chance that you're taking. If you don't like it, you can cancel after that first year and you're not going to be charged anymore. If you do like it, it'll renew and you can be a happy customer like I have been for more than 10 years now. If you found this video to be helpful, please click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to hit that subscribe and bell notification button, and you'll be notified every time I publish a new video.